There we go. And welcome back to another ACHA hockey game. It's been way too long, Justin. A long 3-week break for the Falcons. I mean, a lot has changed.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I just signed for an apartment. My turtle just died. I mean, and the cream jerseys are broken back out for the Bowling Green Falcons tonight. First time we've seen them this season. Absolutely beautiful move by Coach. Obviously, I'm Ben Shanahan. If you've forgotten the past 3 weeks, my broadcast partner, Justin Chicatano. We have a great game for you as we have the number 4 in the Eastern region of the ACHA, the Ohio Bobcats, or 5, not 4, my bad. Facing off against number 18 Bowling Green Falcons in the Southeast region of the ACHA, another TSCHL matchup, I believe, yeah?
Yep.
And
yep.
We have a beautiful time for hockey. Another thing that needs to change, though, Bowling Green on a 4-game losing skid. Justin, how did the Falcons change it today?
Well, first I want to say I hope you had a good Thanksgiving, and you guys too. I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving with all your families, and thanks for tuning in. I mean, they played some really, really good teams. Their last series was against Kentucky, and they unfortunately lost in overtime in the first game in Lexington, and then in the second game they lost 5-3. And we saw them play a phenomenal third period against Kentucky. They outscored them 2-0 in the third period, and they were down 5-1. If they were able to play like how they played in the third, in the first 2 periods, they would have had a much better chance to win, and I think they could have won that game. So I mean, it was a great way to end the game, but you never want to lose, obviously. But I think they can carry that momentum for how they played later on in the game into this series too. And both teams are going to come out rusty, I think. I mean, they've been off for multiple weeks, so there's going to be rust. It's going to take a while for, I think, everybody to get their feet going. But yeah, I expect a very, very good game. These are 2 very, very fast teams. I know OU, they were a very, very fast team last year. I broadcasted only the game here last year, not the game in Athens. But yeah, they're a very fast team. BG, they're a very fast team too. I'm expecting a lot of offense here in this game. And they can't, and you asked me what the key is, they can't let the rust affect them too much. They have to be the ones to find their game quicker than OU does.
Yeah, it's the age-old debate, rest versus rust. Positives for that rest, though. I mean, Bowling Green was very banged up. They had a lot of not injuries on the off the ice injuries, but you knew the boys were hurt. You knew the boys were sore. Having that 3-week stretch, get Thanksgiving, get some good mom and grandma turkey in you, and get some good Thanksgiving food. Hopefully that affects the Falcons tonight as they rest up, not as injured as they were just playing weekend after weekend after weekend. I mean, that takes a toll on your body. We'll see tonight. Obviously, the top scorer still, top point leader, Chase Denal, always a player fun to watch.
He is currently 6th in the ACHA D2 in points. It's unreal, unbelievable.
Yeah, he's had an absolute fantastic season since transferring from the Division I Bowling Green Falcons, who just won tonight 7-4, I believe. And once again, it seems like that goalie debate is over. We have Jack Smalley once again in the net. The young freshman, just great eyes and great awareness, and probably one of the most flexible people, as at least a guy I've ever seen that's not a gymnast. He can just bend his bodies in crazy ways, and the vision, even when screened, great eye for the puck. We'll see how that affects tonight. What are your 3 takeaways for this game going into it that Bowling Green needs to do, and what they need to stop Ohio from doing?
Well, they also have to adapt, because one thing that I think I forgot to mention, and I think I should have mentioned it. I actually knew about this before the break. I don't think you knew about it, but Colin Nelson is moving to defense, and Trey Zeebel is moving to forward. He's going to be centering the first line tonight between Cole Ferry and Chase Denal, and then we have Colin Nelson playing on a D pairing with Trent Gray. So I mean, that's new. That's a new. It's very new, and I mean, we've seen Nelson's 2-way game. It's one of the best on the team, and we've seen Zeebel's offensive ability as a D-man. He loves that toe drag, and he loves to just throw the puck on net. And so I think it's a good change, because it gives Zeebel more freedom to go up the ice, which we know he loves to do, and it gives Nelson more of an opportunity to show what he can do on defense. Secondly, I think what you said, the debate is over. I think my opinion on that is that the reason why I see Smalley starting this game tonight is because he hasn't given Coach Drew Harper a reason to take him out yet. He hasn't given him a reason to look at anybody else. And I mean, Leo's played great in his games. Zach has played great. Zach Brown has played great in his games. But I think Smalley, he's earned this, and I can't wait to see how he does here tonight. And my third takeaway is what I mentioned before. You have to find your game before OU does, because they're a very, very fast team, very highly offensive powered team. You don't want them to find their game before you do.
Yeah, and I honestly think that Drew Harper did make that change from going with Nelson, switching with Zeeble, as I try to find words, changing up that lineup just to try to get this team to get a little more flair. I mean, they broke out the cream jersey today. They're a fan favorite. I mean, both of us love those jerseys. The
Yep.
Dirty Birds are back on the ice. Just to try to get this team momentum and to try to get them up and going and ready for this great matchup we're about to see. And Bowling Green looking to rise up those rankings, as 14 is their goal spot to make regionals if they don't win the TSCHL. Bowling Green has to stay out of the penalty box. My three takeaways: stay out of the penalty box, use that momentum that Coach Drew Harper's trying to make, and just have fun out there. It seems like sometimes they just get so much in their head, and you're playing a sport you love. Have fun out there. It's just a game. And when they have fun, they're a very dangerous team. And look out for that first line to be even more dangerous now that Trey Siegel's toe drags on the offensive front instead of defensive. I'm very excited to see that first line improve even how great they already were. And I think that's the
It's
wrap-up,
going to be a fun
right?
game. I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm pumped too.
It's been too long.
It's been way too long, and as this is our last game of the semester, we thank you for tuning in. We'll talk about that in the post game, as we're not traveling to Athens with you guys. We thank you for a great semester. We'll be back next semester, but we still got a few minutes before warm-up, so stay tuned. We have a great matchup for you. TSCHL, ACHA Division II Southeast Region. I don't know how else to list it. It's a great one. OU versus your Bowling Green Falcons. Stay tuned.
And good evening, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to this ACHA Division II matchup between the Ohio Bobcats and the Bowling Green State University Falcons. I am Justin Chicatano, alongside my broadcast partner, Ben Shanahan. And so, Ben, it's been 3 weeks since we did a game here. It's been exactly 3 weeks, or no, actually no, it's been
3 weeks tomorrow.
20 days.
Yeah,
20 days.
Still way too long.
Yeah, it's still too long. Either way, it's too long. We're both very happy to be back. I know all the players and the fans here are all happy to be back now. I'm expecting a really close game here tonight and a lot of offense, I think. Both these teams are very, very good offensive teams. They also excel defensively as well, but OU and BG, we know that once they get going, it's very, very hard to stop them no matter who you are. And so, yeah, it should be a fun one here tonight. I didn't ask you. Well, I sort of did, but like I didn't say what I always say or what we always say. What's the Shanna plan for tonight's game?
The Shanna plan tonight is to get the momentum early. I mean, it's a beautiful crowd for a late night, early December game, mid-season. I mean, the crowd so far this year has just been absolutely phenomenal for this ACHA team. Use that momentum. You broke out the beautiful jerseys. It's a special game. You got OU in town. You got to get that rust off, like you said. Break out that momentum. Second, you can't take dumb penalties. We've seen this team take some silly penalties at times. It's cost them. OU is one of those teams that it's going to cost you if you give them any more advantage than they already have. We say this every time. I say this every time. And finally, you got to learn. You got to respond. So far this semester, we had a 3-week break. Before that 3-week break, I think Bowling Green's best attribute as a team was how they responded after a goal. If it was a quick goal. They kind of lost in that 4-game stretch at the end of that long stretch of games. But if you're Bowling Green, get back to responding fast. Smalley in net, new lineup. As we said earlier, Zeeble in that front line. It's going to be a fun line to watch. You're going to stay tuned for this one because you're not going to miss. And like we said, as soon as these teams get going, this isn't a hockey game, Justin. This is a track meet.
Oh, yeah.
We saw in the NHL between the Kings and the Kraken. This is Acho. We see this on normally. So this game could be 900 to 901. You'll never know until we stay tuned. It's going to be a beautiful game.
I really hope there's not that many goals.
If there's that many goals, I don't know. I'll buy you a new hat or something. That's 900 goals would be nuts. Our voice would be dead, and we'd be here till next Thanksgiving. As the clock winds down, it is almost time for hockey. Justin, any final takeaways in the last 5 seconds of warm-ups?
I'm excited. Let's go.
Yeah, no, both of us are giddy like, kids on Christmas morning. It's just been beautiful. We thank you all for tuning in, and as we're about to have the national anthem and lineups called.
Yep. And now we're going to go over our starting lineup for the Bowling Green Falcons. Excuse me. At left wing, we have Cole Ferry. At center, Trey Zeeble. At right wing, Chase Sinall. On defense, Colin Nelson and Trent Gray. And between the pipes, we have freshman goaltender Jackson Smalley.
And as we will take a second to do the greatest song in sports, the national anthem.
the national anthem being done now, we will go over our goaltending matchup for tonight's game. In between the pipes for the Bobcats, we have number 30, Jacob Coward, and for the Falcons, as previously mentioned, freshman goaltender Jack Smalley. And I think really, really early on, it's a big change moving one of your forwards to a defenseman and one of your defensemen to center. It's a big change. I think we're going to see how it affects them early. And it looks like they're going to start out. They're not going to start out with Nelson and Gray on defense. They were standing out there for the national anthem with the other starters, but they're going to make a change and put Harchie and Tiggs out on the ice.
That freshman
on defense.
Been great all year long. I mean, I will say that was a great national anthem, Grace, by the way. I like to say that. Greatest song.
She always does a great job. She was doing it last year, too. It always gets the boys all pumped up. I know they've told me. It gets them really amped. It gets me really pumped up, too. And
there's nothing better than that song,
both teams
Justin.
are ready. And now it's played back by TN, and Zeeble knocked him down. Zeeble trying to get to it, and it's banked off the boards and out of the zone. Harchie kicked it back in. Now it's thrown out of the zone, and it comes over to Tiggs. Tiggs being pursued there by Coley. Now Denol has it, and Denol with a flip pass over to Ferry. Ferry could knock it down, but he gets to it. Pass across, Tiggs, a shot, and it went through the legs of the goaltender wide of the net. And the pass across, intended for Ferry or Denol, missed them. Now Horvath has it, pass over to Nelson. Nelson throws it around. Coward stopped it up behind the net. Papawanu trying to race to it, and he gets there.
Great effort by Papawanu there.
And now Nitschke has it now, and a shot there, got deflected wide. Now goes in the far corner, chopped that, and Nelson keeps it in. Great keep in there by Colin Nelson. He shoots, and that shot got blocked over into the corner. Now Horvath running too hard behind the boards. And now Kalura has it. Kalura long pass out, and it went off the stick of O'Brien. And now Gray will control.
And we talked about Russ, but these first 20 seconds, these Bowling Green Falcons are coming out soaring, no pun intended. But, man, are they coming out fast.
Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what they need to do after a long break that they've had, is that whistle blows the play dead for offsides. Yeah, I mean, like I know this is the start that they want, a couple early chances. That one shot by Tiggs, it went straight through the legs of Coward and then went back out the other way, just past the far post. It was a great shot as he tried to sneak it in, 5-hole. As that puck is thrown in off of O'Brien. Now thrown in by Tamborski. Smalley couldn't play it. Kerr chops at it. It's kept in. Now backhanded in front. And Sarnowski was able to clear it out of harm's way. But now comes over to O'Brien, and now Rudo. Now Orris chops at it over to Kerr. Luke Kerr throws it out. It's played over in the corner by Coward. And thrown around. Schuler trying to get to it, and he will get to it at the far corner. He spins one back behind the net, and nobody was there. And now it's taken back by Fulmer.
Bowling Green starting off really good, kind of that Wisconsin defense that they played with Wisconsin, making it very hard for OU to do anything. Haven't seen a lot of icings yet, but if they continue, expect to see a lot of icings.
And that pass was broken up, and now in front, pass across, and they score. And a great pass in front as Tamborski was able to find Urker in front of the net. And Nick Urker gives OU a 1-0 lead just 2.5 minutes into the game.
And we talked about it with OU. I mean, they're a very dangerous team. One cough up, the first cough up that Bowling Green had. First mistake they've made so far, Justin, I'd say OU capitalizes and scores right away as the puck gets turned over right in front of the net. 1-0 OU, 17:32 left in this first period.
First half against Mueller on the draw. And Jarls gets to it. Great move there as he moves in. Looking in front, and he threw it off of Bertzlaff's skate. And now comes back over to Tiggs. Tiggs, a big drive there, and that one went just wide. And now Harchie puts it down low. And Bertzlaff gets to it behind the net. And he tried to put it in front, but that one got blocked off. And now Mueller has it. Mueller spins back. Washed there by Bertzlaff. Now it's played out. And kept in, though. Jarls will get to it. Jarls waits. He shoots, and that one went just wide. As he was looking to pick the corner, high glove side, and he just missed the net.
Great patience by Jarls there.
And now Dubendorfer gets knocked down and plays it towards the net. It's loose there, and now covered up by Coward as he missed the initial covering, but he was able to regain control and cover it up.
That's something we've seen a lot. Bowling Green brings out that first line as soon as there's an offensive face-off. Obviously a new first line, as we said, but that first line back out on the ice already. And that first line can score.
Zeeble on the draw, and he will take it against Ripley. Ripley is the captain of the OU Bobcats. And now Denol has it in the middle. Denol shoots, and he put that one just wide. And now it's jammed at the side of the net, still loose, and it pops up in the air in the slot. And now it's taken out of there by Kalura. Kalura with a lot of speed heads down the wing, makes a move, tried to put it in front, and it was blocked off there by Smalley. And now Zeeble takes it. Zeeble pass out, and Denol will get to it. Denol moves in, and a great move there. He goes in the corner, still has it, puts it in front, and it was broken up there by Callie.
And like we said, it's going to be a battle of stamina. Both teams just firing back and forth.
Now Scalen's shot was saved with the blocker by Smalley. Now it's flipped out and taken over there by Tamborski. That's thrown all the way back down. And Gray will play it after Smalley played it near him. And that puck rolled past the stick of Ferry.
Is that not offside?
No, it was on offside.
I thought that one passed the blue line. I was very confused there. I was like, what just happened?
And now Zeeble pass across. Nelson has it. Nelson making his way in. He gets it over to Denol. And now Nelson pass across. And the one-timer is gloved by Coward. And he holds it off the one-timer from Papuanu. And that was a weird passing sequence there. And I'm surprised they were able to get a shutoff. Great quick passing there by Nelson, Denol, and Papuanu.
And there's already chirping going on as Denol passes that OU bench. Just, they're just hitting him because, we've seen it a couple times. If you can shut him down, Bowling Green sometimes has troubles.
Now it's poked at. It's loose in the crease. Horvath trying to kick at it. And now Nitschke takes over, And now Gray back to Nitschke. Went off of his skate back behind the net. And getting to it there is Josefek. And he tries to get it out, and it goes off of Nitschke just out of the zone. And Gray will take it back in. Gray still has it now. And he puts it in front, and now Nitschke has it. Nitschke shoots, and that shot got blocked off. Nelson trying to race after it. And he chops at it. And he still has it now as he goes back into the BG zone. And he spins back as Jack Smalley does his signature, hey, look at me thing. I don't know what to call that.
I don't know. Let's call it the Smalley, but he does it all the time. Makes me laugh every single time he does it. Just,
like every time an opposing player gets by him, he kind of like, just like fake jumps at them.
Yeah,
it's always funny.
Everybody talks about how weird goalies are. It's just one of those weird goalie things that Jack Smalley does. The technically defending still state champ of Ohio.
Now it's poked in by Kerr, off the dump and attempt by Orrs. Back behind the net. It's thrown out. Pass across is stolen away by Rudo. Rudo tried to get it into the zone, and it was taken back over there by Campbell. And Campbell has it, and he's able to get it across. And now it's played out. Racing after it is Luke Orrs, brother of equipment manager Jack Orrs. We always love mentioning him.
He does a great job. I feel so bad when those sticks break because it works so hard on him.
Now it's thrown out. Here comes O'Brien. O'Brien's shot gets deflected over into the corner off of Sarnowski. Now it's taken back over by OU, and the pass in front was tipped up. And now Orrs will skate it out. Orrs moves in, and this shot was blocked off by Tien.
And it's nice to see Luke Orrs back on the ice after a lot of those injuries. Got hit with an injury and sickness bug throughout the season. It's nice to see him back out there.
He's a great guy to be around. Him and his brother, great guys to be around on and off the ice too.
Yeah, just absolute.
And a penalty is called, as I believe it'll be BG going to the penalty kill. As OU will get the first power play of the game. As you were saying, go ahead. No.
No, hand passes. Our producer will just correct us.
I saw Gavin Sudlow, one of the goaltenders, going. He got up, I think, to go open the door. I think that's why I thought it was a penalty.
Yeah, a lot of confusion.
I figured it may have been.
I didn't see the hand pass call, and as soon as OU touched
I figured it may have been. I figured it may have been a trip, but we're all good. As now it's lofted out. Archie was trying to play it as he was running through there, but he's able to play it back in deep. Now Tien has it, and a foot pass over to Kalura, and he was able to get it out, and now it's taken back in by Ripley. Or excuse me, that is Harrobin. I thought that was 9, but it was actually number 8. Now pass in front, and Harrobin could not get a shot on net. Now it's thrown towards the net wide. And Schutte gets to it. Schutte backhand pass, and now Dubendorf, as he got running too hard. as the Falcons will make a change and put the first line back out there.
Man, these boys skating a lot and skating fast. It's been a long time since the last break.
Now Harchie, and he put it off of Smalley, and that was a very, very scary play as the puck was bouncing, so it took a very, very weird angle. Now Ferry trying to get to it, and he does. Pass across, and Zeeble takes it. Zeeble moves in, pass over to Ferry. Ferry shoots, and that one went just up and over the net. And now it's poked at. Zeeble has it now. Zeeble pass across. Ferry shoots, save, and the rebound went just wide. A great save there made by Jacob Coward on Cole Ferry, the best chance BG's had all night, I would say. Yeah, and that is extremely rare for Ferry to get those chances and not put them in. He has one of the best shots, if not the best shot on the team. His shot is, it's a laser every time, and that was just a great save there by Coward as he was able to get it with the pad. I believe it was with the pad. That's what I heard. Yeah,
I mean, Mikey Papamanu said he's one of the best hockey players Papamanu's played in his long career with. I mean, smaller guy, but man, is he just strong on the puck and just does everything right.
Now it's taken out by Tamborski, and that puck got deflected up into the bench of OU, and that will stop play with 11:42 left to go in the first. OU with a 1-0 lead on a goal from Nick Urker. As the faceoff will come back into the BG offensive zone. Forwards on the ice right now are Ferry, Zeeble, and Denal, and the defensemen Nelson and Gray.
I mean, that was a long time without a break there. I bet you both teams are happy they can just breathe.
And that puck rolled in on net off the face-off, and it was covered up by Cowards. So we will do it again from the same face-off circle, as now OU will make line changes as they put a new forward line out there. Zeeble on the draw once again, and he wins it back, and Denal has it. Denal being very patient with it. Great move. Tries to work his way on in, and he was poked off the puck there. Now it's passed across and thrown in, and a great hit there by Ferry by one of the penalty boxes. And now Nelson tries to chip it along, and it was blocked off, but he gets back to it now. And then Saucer pass went just in front of Denal, as now OU will regain control and look to set up. And the long pass went off the stick there of Ripley, and thrown off the glass and all the way back down. Denal racing after it, and icing is called. Wow.
That's brutal.
Wow, that was really bad.
Oh, and they're gonna say they did make a mistake. I mean, Denal was an entire body length ahead of the Bobcat.
That was really bad. Wow.
Sometimes in the ACHA, got to deal with some tough refs, but we'll have a face-off center ice after the mistake icing call.
I mean, we've seen Denal create chances on like plays where there were no room, and I mean, right there, that could have been another one of those.
Well, if you're Bowling Green, you got to just in one ear, out the other. Forget about it, as OU's going to skate up the ice with two men soaring fast.
Now it's brought back in. Nitschke trying to get to it. Now Orris has it. Orris waiting with it. And the pass across was broken up. Now it's taken back over there by Callie. Now pass across over to Ripley. Now it's thrown out. Callie will take it in. Moves in with it. He shoots, and that one went off of Smalley up into the mesh, and that will stop play with 10:25 left to go in the first. So we're almost halfway through the first period. I would say it's been a pretty even first period so far. I would say BG has had more control of the game so far, but OU leads the game 1-0.
Yeah, like we said when it happened, that one mistake by BG, it's been their pretty much only really bad mistake. That caught right in front of Smalley is the reason it's only 1-0.
Now Nitschke trying to battle for it, and it comes over to Orrs. Orrs almost lost it, trying to battle for it to get it back, and now Sarnowski tried to clear it, but it was kept in there by Callie. Now the wraparound chance, and a big save made there by Smalley, as I believe he got a piece of it with the shoulder, and that's put in front and deflected just wide. Now Nitschke tried to get it over to Horvath, but it bounced over his stick, and icing is waved off that time.
Well, there's the makeup call. We're even now. Forget about it.
Okay. And that's put in front, and the shot, and a great save on the tip made by Smalley, and a shot, and it's loose, and it goes back behind the net. As there were too many bodies in front, I couldn't see where the puck was, but Smalley made a great save with the glove as he basically stood up and went to go snag it.
And we've said it pretty much every game. That might be the best save we've seen. Smalley in a BG sweater. I mean, he's just had a highlight reel of saves since he's taken over as the starter. Just a great goalie. And a young freshman, too. He's only going to get better.
I pass across. O'Brien has it. All right, now he gives it the cross, and now it's deflected over into the corner and play back out at the point. And a wrist shot, save made by Smalley. Now Rudo will skate it out and gets it over to Kerr. Kerr moves in, he shoots, and that one went just wide blocker side. Now Erker will take over. He has the only goal in the game. Still has it.
Very strong on the puck.
Pass across over to Coward. Now it's loose in front, and now Nelson will take over. As I saw O'Brien trying to knock it down with the glove, and he could not, as that would have been a really good chance for him in front, as there was nobody in front of him. And that shot gets tipped, and now it's loose and poked away out of the slot, as Rudo will take it and bank it off the boards all the way back down. And that one will go down for an icing.
Man, it's been very fast-paced and not a lot of stops. Forget about the rust on the ice. I mean, they got us, Justin, right into it, just having to talk really super fast on what's going on.
I mean, one thing I definitely noticed is that when the game is faster, I think I'm more on top of my game when the game's faster because there's more action and you want to pay attention more. I don't know if you feel the same way, but
yeah,
it's weird. But yeah, I mean,
this has been. We're live, buddy.
I've been very surprised at how these two teams have come out after the long break. Now it's taken back over, and a backhander in front, and a great save made there by Smalley as he robbed Jack Mueller right in front of the net.
With the splits, too. Just love when goalies do that.
And Harrobin had great control on the puck there as that one deflects up and out of play as it goes over to the front doors of
that puck went flying.
where you enter at the rink.
I don't think I've ever seen a puck fly out of the arena that far.
I don't think so either.
Some kid will get a souvenir out here from an Archer game. Hashtag grow the game. 7:54 left in the first period. OU leads 1-0 on the Bowling Green Falcons. As we wait to drop the puck.
Now Dubendorfer wins it back. Nelson has it, and he fed on the pass, and he goes all the way back down, and icing is called. 7:47 to go in the first.
The Golden Bullet will have once again another chance to win another face-off back-to-back times.
And we've been seeing him play center that often. It's good to see him win a face-off. And we'll see if they put him at center again.
Yeah, I like head coach Drew Harper's move just to change it all up. Doesn't seem like anything's the same.
And he wins another draw back to Nelson again, and Nelson clears it back down once again. So pretty much a mirror of what we saw last time. Now it's thrown back in. And going to get it is Harrobin. Great. It took it off him, and now Schutte has it. Schutte passed across over to Dubendorfer. Now he gets it over to Jaros.
And you don't want to mess with Jaros for your opposing player. We've seen him, big bad John Jaros, can lay the hammer on people, as we just see right there.
There we go. Yeah, that's on cue.
Yeah.
Now it's thrown back down.
Just
Morris trying to race after it. And icing is called with 7:11 to go in the first. As BG will put the first line back out there of Denol, Zeeble, and Ferry.
And this is another time we've seen, or kind of a different game we see usually for Bowling Green. Both teams usually feel each other out. This one, they're just firing at all cylinders right away. Makes the first 10 minutes of this game a lot more fun.
Now it's taken back in by Bodic. Now it goes back, and now it goes in front. I was about to go back behind the net. I was about to say that, but then it made its way in front, and a shot there is saved by Smalley. And a penalty is coming up as BG will get the first power play of the game.
That'll be an interference call.
It'll be Nolan Harrobin going to the box.
Nope, interference. I was right, Chip. That's an interference call.
What did Chip think it was?
Hey, I think he thought it was a cross check.
He could have got him for either one. It was kind of both.
Yeah, well, whatever. Either way, Bowling Green has 2 minutes to capitalize here.
If they want to assess both penalties, I don't have a problem with that.
Well, me neither, but it's going to be 2 minutes in the box for the Bobcats, and this Bowling Green very fast, fiery line is going to be out there. Power play 1 out there right now. And
they have Papuanu, Denol, Nitschke, Ferry, and Gray on the ice, and Denol will be the centerman. And it's won back by OU, and it's cleared all the way back down. And so, I mean, you've had a lot of the momentum already. You've had more chances than OU has had. But I think here is where BG has to realize, like, this is where the momentum can really shift. And now Denal moves down the far wing and drops it off over to Ferry as he takes it into the zone. Now he battles there in the corner. And now Nitschke has it. And a penalty is called, I believe.
It's going to be on OU or on BG?
Yep. And it's going to be on Cole Ferry for, I believe, holding. I'm not sure.
Yeah, just a
holding or hooking.
Brutal way to start the power plays, ending it right there.
It was only 33 seconds into the power play, and they got no offensive zone time.
A lot of ice, and we've already seen these teams fly. A lot more ice now.
I was about to say, there's a lot more room now. I have a feeling we're going to be seeing some fireworks here.
And this game has been entirely fireworks, just being stopped with goalies, but,
And that shot went just wide.
These goalies can bend so much before they break.
And Nitschke threw it all the way down the ice, and icing is called. 6:11 to go in the first now. And then we keep the same players out on the ice. The 4v4 unit for BG is Denal, Nitschke, Tiggs, and Gray. And this one back, and that shot went just up and over the net as it was one forward by OU, not back, excuse me. And now it's given away in front. Ripley trying to handle it, and he's knocked down hard by Tiggs. Great physical play there by Nick Tiggs, but now it's taken back by Urker, and another penalty is called. I mean,
you got to stay cool there.
Yeah.
Now you went from a 5-on-4 to now a 4-on-3 against you in what, 10 seconds or in like 30 seconds.
Once again, I mean, I got caught puck watching. I wasn't. I thought it was a great takedown. Once I saw the refs hang up, I mean, I thought he might be able to get away with it.
Jason All doesn't like it.
I mean, it was pretty borderline. I think.
Either way, I mean, you have 4-on-4. You got to stay cool there.
So now it's even more open ice. Horvat tried to clear it down as he was being hugged by one of the OU players.
Yeah.
Now Ripley has it, pass across, and that shot save, and the rebound, and they score. As it was poked in there by Brendan Kalura.
And we talked about in the pregame, you cannot take those penalties, and just like that, OU's up 2-0. I mean, it was one of the Shana playing points. Obviously, they couldn't hear it, but we got 4-on-4.
Yeah, so Ferry will come out of the box.
Well, back to 4-on-4 for 51 seconds.
And they add Zeeble out there, so it'll be Gray and Harchie with Horvath and Zeeble. And the face-off is won back by Urker. And Zeeble's trying to take it away, and he was ridden down off the puck. Now it's taken out of the zone, and now Urker has it. Urker with Kalura, they have both the goals in the game, and his pass was blocked up, but he gets it back, and that shot glove save made by Smalley. Great save made there by the freshman Tendy.
Beautiful snag there by Harchie, or by Smalley rather, as Harchie had a nice sponge but didn't know where the puck was. 5:25 left in this first period. Bowling Green down 2-0 to the OU Bobcats. And like we said, they have to learn how to respond. 34 seconds left on this 4-on-4.
And the puck is thrown around. Play up the boards by Gray over to Harchie. Harchie gets it over to Horvath. Horvath gets it over to Gray. Gray gets it over to Harchie. Harchie moves in. He pass across, went off of Horvath. It comes back over to Harchie as he tried to play it towards the net, but it went back behind the net. Now it's taken back by the Bobcats. And the pass across as he hits Tamborski. And Tamborski brings it in as that OU will be on the power play for the next 50 seconds. And Tamborski battling for it. And that comes over at the point. Now Tamborski. And Horvath stole it and was able to clear it back down.
Nice clear by Horvath there. Is that a run some time? Just over half a minute left on this power play for OU.
Now pass across, and Nitschke stole it. He's looking to waste time as he tries to clear it all the way back down, but it was blocked off there by Tamborski. Now Etienne takes back over. 18 seconds to go on the man advantage for the Bobcats. And 4:10 to go in the first period. OU with a 2-0 lead over the BG Falcons. That's brought back in by Callie and thrown in front, and it went just wide of Smalley. Now Callie has it, drop pass, and Tian's shot got blocked off by Sarnowski. Great block there.
Beautiful sponge by Sarnowski right there, as Bowling Green might have a chance here.
And now Nitschke, he has speed, and he just lost the puck, and offside is called.
Dang, he was just off there. Bowling Green losing another opportunity there.
3:45 to go in the first, as BG will put the defensive pairing of Tiggs and Harchie out there, and the forward group of Rudo, Schuler, and Kerr. And it's one back by the Bobcats. Now thrown all the way down. It goes all the way around as Tiggs will play at the far corner. He puts it around.
Bowling Green back to full strength. I don't know if we said that.
And now Rudo flips it on him. Now it's played back behind the net, and now in the far corner, second over there by Bodic. And now Bodic is able to flip it out. Tiggs whacked at it and missed it, but he was able to regain control. But now it's second back over there by Mueller. Mueller being washed out by Kerr. And now back pass and a shot there, tipped, and that never made its way on net as it was tipped in front by Harabin. Now in the slot shot, and that one went just up and over the net off the stick of Bodic. Now in the far corner, Schuler and Rudo battle for it there. And the OU player is down on the ice. And that will stop play as I couldn't get the puck, as I believe Mueller was sitting on the puck and he wouldn't get up.
The Mokina, Illinois native Luke Schuler was hacking at it like a lumberjack, but just could not get that puck out. And right when that puck came out, they call it dead.
I figured after two headshots I would have called it, but it was there were about 7 or 8 headshots in there, and they waited quite a long time to blow the whistle.
Maybe some bad blood between the refs and the Bobcats. Who knows? 2:51 left.
Now shot on, save made by Smalley. It's loose, and now taken out of there by Nelson. As that shot by Tamborski was saved by Smalley, but man, it trickled down, and I think everybody's heart dropped here in the arena. Now Dubendorfer trying to get to it as it was poked off of him, and now O'Brien takes over. O'Brien, saucer pass over to his D partner. Now it's Fulmer who was able to take it out. Gray poking at it. Now it's thrown back into the zone. Smalley goes back behind the net to play it. And he tripped over the net there. So now Nelson plays it over to Bertzlaff. And the BG captain racing up the ice. So he flips it in off of Fulmer. Now he has it in the corner. Plays it off the boards. Jaros gets to it. Jaros knocks down Fulmer there. And then someone got taken down. That was Tamborski. Now it's thrown back in deep off the glove of Bertzlaff. And now Jaros.
That's a hand pass.
Yeah. It wasn't intended like that. Something didn't feel right there.
Yeah, no, it was just a weird kind of bunch of times. Jaros was getting held behind the boards, and then there was 2 Bobcats that randomly fell down with the power of John Jaros. I don't know what happened there.
I'm not sure it's too random now that we say it out loud.
Yeah. I mean, Jaros.
Now that we think about it.
Yeah. Jaros is a known hitter.
Yep. Now behind the net, Jaros going in to get it. He was almost able to get to it, but Tamborski was able to run him out the puck. Or no, that was Fulmer, excuse me. And the puck goes off the ceiling, and it goes back down. A big hit there by Jaros on Tamborski. Yeah,
I don't think that's what the Bobcat player was trying to do there, but he just shot it straight up in the air like you're giving yourself pop-ups in baseball practice.
I'm looking up at that light, and that light is still broken.
Yeah,
when are they going to fix that light?
Wait till the Slater gets new renovations.
Oh, and a big deflection there. That one almost trickled in.
As those are expected next spring, I hope in that multi-million-dollar budget that they put into it, they can fix that light. I don't know how much money those lights go for today.
A great move there by Denol. And now Zeeble has it. Zeeble tried to throw it towards the net, but it was blocked off. But he was almost able to get back to it, as that could have been a really big chance, but it was thwarted away. And a stop shot there went wide. And that's poked that off of Orrs. Now thrown towards the net. Grace stopped it up, and now a breakout pass for Denol, and he couldn't handle it as the puck was bouncing. Now it's thrown towards the official as he was able to just get out of the way.
Yeah, I'm happy everybody's safe there as the official ducks and almost went right off the cage with number 11, OU down on the bench.
And you can see Denal, he was waiting for that pass down the ice.
We've seen Denal do that a lot, just kind of lurking at that offensive blue line, trusting his defense. As the faceoff will change to the offensive zone for Bowling Green.
Zeebla on the draw. And this one back by Ripley, the OU captain. Orrs is able to keep it in. Orrs' pass, he fanned on it, now goes back behind the net. Denal plays it in front, and that was drive by Sarnowski, and that one got tipped off the outside of the net. As Sarnowski just fanned on the pass, or on the shot, but it was deflected on in, and that went just off the outside of the post.
Great job by Zeebel right there to make that puck not go out of the zone.
And now Denal over to Ferry. Ferry passed across as that one got tipped up. Zeebel couldn't control it. 8 seconds to go in the period. Thrown around. Orrs going to keep it in as that will just about do it for the first period as Orrs throws that puck on net. Scrubbed, and that will do it for the first period. As we will jump right into the Dirty Birds' first intermission report.
Yeah, Bowling Green going straight into it. I mean, obviously, the reason that it's 2-0 is those three major mistakes that we talked about. You can't give OU any more advantage than they already did. First one, obviously we saw it, Justin, but I'll say it to the viewers that didn't see it. First one, the cough up right in front of your net. You can't do that when you're trying to break out the puck. That's hockey 101. Second one, OU gives you a man advantage, 5-on-4 penalty, and then in the next 30 seconds, somehow you're on the power play 4-on-3. Two things you just cannot do. Tiggs' play was borderline, but you can't have a borderline. You can't give the ref any opportunity to put you in the box, especially when it's already 4-on-4. If you're Bowling Green, you got to just bounce back right here. Big second period. You still have 40 minutes of gameplay left. I mean, it's been a track meet, not a lot of stoppages. Both teams are very well, had a lot of stamina. Justin, what did you see out there?
I mean, these types of periods, like the first period, it's very frustrating. It's the most frustrating when you have a lot of chances and it's an even period, and you're down by multiple goals or by any amount at that. And I mean, BG, they just got to settle down. They have to stay out of the box because who knows what could happen on that power play. They have to stay out of the box and just forget about the first period. From what we have seen, I think we both agree, if they keep playing the way they have been, they can win this game. But they have to get on the board next, and they have to do it quickly because it doesn't take much for this OU team to really get going.
Yeah, and as we wrap up this intermission report, we got about 11:20 left in the intermission. You want to stay tuned for this one. It might be 2-0, but there's a lot of fireworks yet to happen. 40 minutes left of gameplay, and we'll see you in a few minutes. playing hockey. The old net off the mornings. Made sure to tell us that when we ran into him at Ohio State.
Yeah, he doesn't like us saying that.
No, not at all.
Now back at the point. Played by Tien. Tien passed across at Tamborski. Now down low. Played around by Ecker. Now back at the point. Tien has it back. The Tien's shot got tipped wide. Now one-timer's blocked up there, and Denal got hit hard with the stick in the midsection, and he goes down, and that stops play.
And I mean, that's the dangers of taking a sponge. I mean, he got absolutely laser in the ribs, and that's not good. He's slow to get up, and Fair will push him towards the boards.
And we have to hope he's okay.
Yeah, the 6th highest point leader in ACHA. Slow to move, and he'll probably skate off. Yeah, he's gonna leave the ice. I mean, that one was brutal. Way to stop the puck, but at what cost? So now he'll get off the ice, and we hope he's okay. As now, some Bowling Green coach will go check on him in the locker room. 57 seconds left in this penalty kill for the Falcons. 18:38.
As it will be Urker on the draw, as BG puts Horvath and Nishki out on the ice. Urker against Horvath, and it's one back by OU. Now Tien has it, pass across.
Thank you.
It's controlled still by OU, and now Tamborski has it. Over to Tien at the point. Back over to Tamborski at the left circle. He shoots and he scores. Great shot there by Ethan Tamborski. Power play goal, and OU goes up 3-0.
OU capitalized on once again another mistake, another penalty. It's 3-0. Bowling Green's still in this, but you gotta respond soon because you're not running out of time. But it is very hard to come back from 3 goals, let alone 4.
And BG puts Papuanu, Horvath, and Nishki on the ice as a forward group with a defenseman and a penalty call there. And BG will get a power play.
Now we're going to start seeing a lot of penalties, I think, because it's going to be a lot more of an aggressive game with being 3-0. That's kind of usually how these ACHA games go, Justin. I don't know what you think, but that's at least what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I mean, what we always talk about is a lot of the time the first period or part of the first period is more of a feeling out period. It was in the first period, but it was really, really fast. And if they keep on playing at this speed, there's going to be a lot of penalties called because I think both teams are getting more comfortable now after the long break. Both teams played a great first period, I thought. And now, yeah, I mean, there's already been two penalties called here so far. Hopefully this power play lasts longer than the last one for the Falcons, as the last one only lasted 37 seconds.
Yeah, Bowling Green's got it. As Jack Smalley does his signature move. As Bowling Green's going to skate up the ice. It's Nick Tiggs.
Tiggs has it. Tiggs shoots, and that one went off, I believe, the blocker or the stick of goaltender Jake Coward. Now pass across, Rudo. Tap pass, and now Tiggs back to Rudo. Rudo has it at the point. The Tiggs and the one-timer, and a save made there by Coward. Now Rudo has it, spins back over to Tiggs, and the one-timer save. It's loose in the crease, and it was underneath the goaltender as it was loose for a moment, but then covered up.
And great news is Chase
protected.
And great news is Chase Denal will take the ice once again.
And we can see him smiling and I see him smiling, so that must be a good sign.
That's what you call hockey tough right there. As he's back on the bench, you love to see that. Seen some scary injuries so far this season. You never want to see him at all, but glad to see him.
Kerr
back
takes
on
it
the
away.
ice.
Great takeaway there. Puts it in front, and Gray just couldn't keep it in on the back pass. That was a great effort there by the BG alternate captain, and he just couldn't get a reach. And a big hit there in the middle of the ice.
And that's another penalty. You just can't do that, but you did it, so now you're going to the box.
And it'll be Luke Kerr going to the box, and once again, it'll be interference for the second power play in a row. They've only had 2 power plays so far. Both power plays, they've
less than minute 30.
BG's taking penalties. They have two power plays and a minute 30 of power play time.
And no goals. I mean, you just can't take that. But, you know, you give up another mistake and you got to hopefully stop this one or it's going to get even worse.
Jack Mueller on the draw. So take it against Luke Schuler as we will play four sides for the next 54 seconds. Nelson passes across. Great pass over to Nishkin. And he's got some room and speed. Moves in. He shoots. Save made there by Coward. And now it's run all the way back down. Gray racing after it. Icing is called. 16:58 to go in the first. 3-0. The Bobcats lead the Falcons. As the faceoff will come back in the BG offensive zone, and they will drop it at the far circle to the left of Jake Coward. Schuler against Mueller on the draw. Schuler wins it back. Nelson has it. Pass across. And one timer there. Saving the rebound is whacked at. Thrown towards the net, and that one went just wide of Maeve. Went off of Coward. The Schuler had the chance in front. It's run back in by Nitschke. Now Tian has it. OU alternate captain waits behind the net. Pass across. Now Bodic races in with it. Bodic tried to make a move around Gray, but he was poked off the puck. Now switch back behind the net. Nelson battling for it, but Bodic comes out with it. Bodic back out at the point. And Kalura couldn't keep it in. And now he spins back. Makes some great moves and is able to dump it back in as OU is now on the power play for the next minute. Nitschke pass across. Nelson has it, and he's able to clear it all the way back down.
Great job there.
Clear there, oh yeah. Same thought.
OU, oh yeah.
and one of the players fell down. It happened so quick I couldn't even get the right grammar out. No. Ecker moves in, pass in front, and that one got tipped. The Schuler will take it away. Schuler slowly working his way in, and he puts it into the zone. Takes racing in after it as he put it off the back of the net. As now Tian will wait. The long pass up. He's able to get it over to Scanlon.
Great spot block right there to waste more time by Jacob Dubendorfer.
Only 12 seconds to go on the power play. Now behind the net, Tian has it, and he drops it off there for Urker. Now thrown back in by Tian as he got it back from Urker. And now we are back at full strength.
Huge penalty kill right there as Bowling Green this time defeats their mistake.
Now Scanlon tried to throw it back in, but it was blocked off. All right, now he has it again, and now let's play it back near center ice. Sarnowski over to Schutte, and he plays it in deep. Played there by Coward. And Jarls with a hit behind the net. Now it comes over to Sarnowski as he plays it in deep. First I've tried to whack at it. Tian trying to protect it. Now it comes over in the far corner. Schutte with a big hit there. Now it's taken back over by Tamborski. And Tamborski plays it out all the way back down. Orr's trying to race after it. And icing is called, and there you go. I mean, it's the same thing that happened before.
OU bench this time not happy as we heard a big groan. A lot of yelling. I mean, these refs are just getting ripped apart out here by the players, but this time they won't say it was a mistake, and they're just going to give Bowling Green the icing, or the face off the offensive zone, and Chase Denal back on the ice for his first shift after going down hard. You love to see that. 14:22 left. OU leads BG 3-0.
Ziebla against Tian on the draw, or no, it'll be Urker. Urker wins it back, and he tries to flip it out, and he does. Nelson racing after it, and he's able to get to it. And oh wow, that was a really late icing, as I don't think Smoley's hand was even up. And
no, not until Nelson got in front of him, and as both players would get yelled at for chirping, Nelson got a nice shove, and then, you know, he could talk about the best of him as he shakes his glove. I don't know what's going on there, but we'll have another same exact mirrored play.
Ferry, Ziebel, Denal, Gray, and Nelson. And Ziebel against Urker again, and Urker wins it back. And okay, so now they make a line change, but we're going to see the face-off from the same circle.
We've seen OU do that at least once tonight, and I can remember just hit it right back to your goalie so he covered, get fresh skaters on the ice. It might be costly, but it's smart.
Mueller against Ziebel on the draw. Ziebel wins it back. Great shot, blocked off there by Mueller. Now Mueller will take it out. Zeeble stole it away from him. Got it over to Ferry, and Ferry, a touch pass over to Denal. He moves in. Denal shoots, and then went off the goaltender, Coward, as he was able to move the net a little bit. Zeeble trying to poke it away, and he's able to. He plays it over to Ferry. Ferry chops at it. Denal trying to knock it down, and he's able to. Drop pass over to Ferry. Ferry shot as he didn't get all of it. Now Ferry trying to play it as it rolls in, and it's covered up and gloved by Coward.
Coward making a great game so far. I mean, this game could easily be 3-0. He's been lights out in net right now. Bowlinger's got to find a way to beat him, though. If they want to get back in this one, 13:37 left in the second, and still another 20-minute frame to play no matter what.
Yep. Urker against Zeeble on the draw. And Urker has done a great job on faceoffs here lately. So Brian has it now, and he was poked off the puck. Ferry played it in, and now it's thrown back in. Nelson has it now. Nelson passed across, so that was tipped. And once again, I don't know if you saw it, but once again, Denal was lurking behind the D at the far blue line.
And that's kind of been his signature move, because if you can get that puck to him.
And now take away, pass in front, and Denal shot, and he scores! Chase Denal, and BG's on the board with 13:06 to go in the second period. And they cut the lead down to 2.
I mean, you love to see that after going out hurt. It's just like, I'll make a White Sox reference for the first time this season. Paul Canuck get hit in the face, and next at bat hitting a home run. Chasing all in his second shift after leaving the ice down super hard. Makes this game 3-1, just absolutely beautiful. Man, does that fire you up? Jason.
Oh yeah, big time. So they're finally on the board, monkey off the back. Oh yeah.
Beautiful play, beautiful pass. As the players up here working for us just going nuts.
Now stepped in the zone, played back out, and went just past Harchie. Harchie will beat Ripley back into the puck, and it's played all the way back out. And now Kalura plays it in on net, and it's covered up there by Smalley.
And that was Horvath. I didn't get to see who that was. That was a great pass, but through traffic from Horvath to find Denal, and the assist is the same amount of points as a goal, but without his assist right there, we'd still be 3-0. And hopefully for the Falcons, that kind of breaks Coward's confidence, and then get a couple other.
A knockdown there behind the play as Ripley knocked down Harchie. And Horvath brings it in. He shoots, and that shot got deflected wide, and it comes near Tiggs, but he backed off as it wasn't coming towards him fast enough from the pinch. Now it's taken back out by Kalura. Kalura's pass across was blocked off by Tiggs. Now a big hit there.
Very lucky that wasn't a trip.
Tiggs and Kalura collided. Now Callie got it back at the point, and he gets it back. And a great move there. He moves in, he shoots. Save made there by Smalley. Great move there by Tyler Callie. Now in the middle, Kalura backhander, and he scores. Brennan Kalura with a second goal of the game. And just like that, just over a minute after BG got on the board, OU answers right back, and it's 4-1.
Yeah, that's how you respond. You really can't be even mad about it, but OU did exactly what you're supposed to do after you give up the first goal.
It's been BG's MO all year long, and OU does it back to them. It's tough to see, but hey, you can't let that get you down.
Yeah, 32 minutes left of game time left. Bowling's got to find a way to score 3.
Now pass in front. Rudo shoots, and a big save made there. That was a great transition play as Kerr was able to win the draw. Schuler. Schuler was able to win the draw, and then Kerr was able to get it in front over to Rudo.
That was just great. All around, great play by Schuler to win the draw. Great play by Rudo, get a chance, and Coward just made the best play out of all of them, made the great save.
Now it's thrown back down. It goes wide of Smalley, and icing is called really, really quick.
So we've got a super late icing, a super
early icing.
Early icing, it's kind of been all over the place today. Is number 20 on the Bobcats.
Yeah, we got multiple icings when it wasn't icing.
Yeah, it's the icing.
We've had all kinds of icing here, here in this game.
Just call this game a cake.
Rudolph and the shot comes in front, and that rolled past Schuler.
As they're going to throw a few jabs at each other and still talk, Schuler's going to skate away. They always get the second guy, so smart on Schuler. Just get out of there. Nice shot in there. 4-1, 11:38 left in this second period. It's going a lot.
Now Sarnowski has it. He shoots, and that shot got blocked off. Now thrown out of the zone. Whacked out there by Sarnowski. Now carried back into the zone. You're going to play there by Sarnowski on the pressure. Now it's thrown back out at the point in between the two defensemen. So
and that's going to be no icing.
OU will have to regroup.
Just never know in this game.
I mean, yeah, I was going to say what, but then I understood what you were talking about.
There's icing.
Yeah.
On the other side is we'll have a BG offensive zone face-off.
I believe that did happen one time last year. Somebody made a back pass. And then
Might happen earlier this year, 'cause I kind of remember that.
And then they went back to go get it, and icing was called. So I mean,
like, can only do what the refs call.
I guess so. They're the law of the game. Dubendorfer trying to get to it, and is able to get it. And now Bertzlaff in the corner. He tried to put it in front, but it was blocked off as he's being washed out by two Bobcats. Now it's taken back over there by Beal. Beal threw it across. They went off a couple bodies at the far boards. Schutte trying to whack at it. Is able to get to it. Now Dubendorfer. And his shot went wide. Now O'Brien running too hard there by Schutte. Bertzlaff trying to get to it. Now it's taken back by the Bobcats. And it's thrown back out. And Gray flips it back in.
Bowling Green doing a great job so far of tilting that ice after that response goal by OU.
And a great knockdown there and a big hit there by the BG bench. It's Ferry knocked it down. He shoots, and that one got deflected. And a save made there. A shot off the outside of the net by Denal. Denal knocks the player down. It comes in front. Ferry shoots, and a big save made there. And the rebound, and that one never made its way on net. And the net came off.
Another Bowling Green opportunity squandered. Chip is not happy. 9:57 left, 4-1 OU Bobcats.
So we are just over halfway through this game now. Ben, give me your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason Bowling Green is down by 3 is their own mistakes. It should be, I guess that last one was just a great play by OU, not on the power play, but two power play goals for OU, and then the cough
and a
up.
great move by Denal. I'm sorry, I had to
No, you're good.
call that
whenever.
in case something happened.
I think they'd rather listen to a goal back home than me talk about what's happening in the game.
Now pass in front, and that was Urker who couldn't get a stick on it. Now a back pass, shot on, deflected off the pad of Smalley. Now a shot on, and that one went wide. Denal gets to it, backhand pass, whacked that. Now Gray is trying to race after it. Gray has Ferry breaking, pass across, Ferry, and he just couldn't reach it. It was just out of his reach. And then Zebo got knocked down hard there from behind.
Oh, or BG bench wanted a penalty after that, but they're not going to get it.
Now Gray with a back pass. Thrown towards the net there by Urker. That one went wide. And now Gray has it. Gray will settle things down. Pass it out over to Denal.
There's Denal lurking again.
Yep, and he's waiting for help. And now Ferry darts into the zone, and offside is called. Because I believe that was Zeeble who was just over the line.
And he tried to get back. It just couldn't extend that leg long enough.
I didn't even see Ferry. All of a sudden, he came out of nowhere going 100 miles an hour.
That happens a lot, you know.
yeah. 8:53
He's a very
to go in the
talented
second.
player.
Yeah, no, he is.
And he's got speed like no other. Got a lot of guys like that. Chase Nitschke, Cam Horvath, Chase Denal. A lot of speed on this Bowling Green team. And when they can get loose, good luck catching them.
Now thrown around and back out of the zone. Now play it in off the stick there of Scanlon. We'll play it back out of the zone off the stick of Horvath. As now Tamborski will take over, and he put it in the middle, and Nitschke stole it. And he comes up the wing with Horvath, and this shot got deflected wide. Trying to get back to it as he put it towards the net, and it was possessed and covered up there by Coward.
8:18 left in this second period. 4-1 is the scoreboard is now fixed to the correct period. I mean, Justin, this period is not as fast as we saw the first period go by. A lot more stoppages. Both teams are kind of settled in.
Horvath has it. Pass across. Horvath again in the middle of shot, and that was blocked off the shot from Papuanu. And now Tiggs has it. Tiggs down low off the skate of Nitschke. And Nitschke wheels it back around. Papuanu behind the net. And they put it in front, and that one got tipped up near the point. Harchie will keep it in. Harchie pass across down low. And went just past Nitschke as it took a bad bounce off the boards. It's thrown back around. Horvath trying to battle for it, and now it's taken back over by Tien. Tien got it up over to Callie. Callie lost the puck. Now Papuanu trying to race after it as he got taken down there. And I believe a penalty is going to be called. Now Schuler has it, yep, and BG will have a power play. Now it's taken back over by Ripley as he threw the puck up into the glass in frustration.
I think that's going to be a hold. I don't know what the call is, Justin, but I'm going to say my guess is a hold. As Papuano is dragged down.
No one's heading towards the box.
There we go. He was hiding on the bench.
Donovan Tien will serve the penalty. I'm like, I saw nobody heading towards the box, and the door was wide open. 7:30 to go in the second. 4-1 OU leads BGSU. As BG will have Papuanu, Denol, Nitschke, Gray, and Ferry out on the ice.
If you're Bowling Green, you got to either put one in the net or spend this entire 2 minutes. You can't put yourself back in the box.
Now Gray, pass across, Ferry. And this is the first time they won the opening faceoff to start off the power play. And a shot on, blocked off. And the clearing attempt was almost chopped down by Ferry, but he didn't get all of it. As Smalley will play it in the slot. Plays all the way back down. Great pass. And now Denol trying to control. And he lost it. And the clearing attempt was blocked off in neutral ice. Now Ferry trying to get to it as they're all battling for it, as nobody could pick up the puck, as it was stationary for quite a while. Now Erker will take over and throw it back out in the zone and throw it back down.
And I was mistaken. It's a tripping call, not a holding call on the Bobcat in the box.
Now Gray. Back pass, and he threw it behind Ferry. Ferry moves in, goes all the way around. And now it went just past Ziebel and goes back out of the zone halfway through the power play. So far, no shots yet. No shots on goal. One shot attempt. Denol gets it up over to Rudo. Rudo. Great work there to get it into the zone, and he puts it down low. It'll come over to Ziebel. Ziebel back out over to Nelson. Nelson pass in front. That was a shot pass, and it went wide. Now it's poked at Ziebel. Pass across. Nelson across, and a big save made there. And the net came off. Dang.
6 minutes. 6 minutes left, 30 seconds on the Bowling Green power play, and every time it seems like Bowling Green has the opportunity, the net comes off or an offsides, but at least this is the longest time they've been on the power play so far, though, today, Justin, as they've hopefully fixed the end of that issue as I knock on wood. 30 seconds left on the Bobcat power play.
And Horvath will take the face-off against now coming in to the circle. They're putting 5 guys on the ice. Why are there 5 guys on the ice?
I think that'd be a late substitution. I don't know really what's happening there.
So I guess the officials are making line changes for OU now. I figured that because the OU coaches are yelling at the official.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I guess they're making their line changes for them now. As Tiggs has the puck. Tiggs shoots, and that one got blocked off. And it's loose. Tiggs has it back now. Tiggs spins back. Is able to throw a flip pass across. Saucer pass, excuse me, not a flip pass. Rudeau down low for Horvath. Horvath try to get it on net. Now it's loose, and a save made on the shot from Horvath. 5 seconds to go on the man advantage. And 5:35 to go in the second.
This is a very well done power play by Bowling Green. Definitely their best of the game. Putting a lot of shots on net, looking for that perfect shot. Sometimes they kind of get caught in that and just looking for that perfect shot, and they never find it. This time they're also taking shots on net. Bakar is just a very, very good goalie, and he is stopping everything right now.
Schuler on the draw against Erker. Erker wins it back. Tamborski has it now, and he throws it around.
That puck will die very slow. And then the Bobcat power play. Or penalty kill.
And a save made by Smalley with the glove as he scoops it up and will stop it. I didn't know a puck could die.
Well, I mean, you saw it. It had momentum, and it just died out there. Just did not move.
Yeah. No. I mean, he fended on it just a little bit, but yeah, the puck just kind of lost all its momentum and was
And it
kind of
just
sitting
killed
there
the rest
for
of
the taking.
And it killed the rest of the power play.
This one back by OU, and the shot save made there by Smalley. Now back at the point, going towards the net, and that one got tipped wide. Urker trying to battle for it there with Kerr. And the help is Harchie. Now it's kept in by the Bobcats. And the shot on there is blocked in front. I believe going off of either Urker or Harchie. Now Rudo tries to play it out, but it tipped up in the air. Now it's played back down low. Urker has it now, back at the point. It's played. Stopped up there by Schuler as he was able to take it away. And he throws it in on net, and a blocker save made there. And now it's thrown back out. Great puck movement there by the goaltender, Coward. It was until icing was called.
Yeah.
I apologize for the premature call.
Well, I mean, they don't put their hand up till very, very late this game, as OU's going to be. Now the OU's coach is asking what circle to be on. I don't know what is happening here now.
What line change should I make next?
Yeah. I really don't know what's going on in this game. It's off the rails.
Now Birdseye on the draw, and he wins it back cleanly. The shot thrown on by Gray got deflected wide. Dubendorfer trying to get to it. Now Jaros plays it towards the net. It went off the stick of Coward in front. The puck took some weird bounces as it's still in the zone. Birdseye keeps it in. Jaros trying to get to it. Now it's taken back over by O'Brien. O'Brien throws it around. Now it's flipped out there by Fulmer. Now Nelson takes back over as he moves in. And the pass across, Dubendorfer now. And he puts it in front, and the shot save made there. Off the shot from Jaros. Big save made there by Coward, and he's had quite a few of those in this game in both periods. He's been very consistent. 3:57 to go in the second period now.
And Bowling Green will have another offensive zone face-off. 2:57 left, like you just said. Running out of time. But you still got 20 minutes left in that third period. A goal here would be very big, though.
Now Tien has it, and he flips it out. And now Dubendorfer took it away, and offside is called as he just wasn't able to keep it in the zone as he was able to take it off of Bodic. They just weren't able to keep it in. Zeeble on the draw, and he wins it back over to Denal. Denal moves in, and his shot got blocked off, and now it's covered up there by Coward.
It's a smart goalie move. You got Jason All lurking right in front of you. Just cover that puck and pray he doesn't get the puck again before his next line change.
Now Denal having some words with one of the players on the Bobcats.
Seems like a lot of, old teammates or just old friends on both these teams. We've seen that happen a lot so far this game.
And no shot thrown on, and a save man as it's under Coward as he didn't know where it was as he was able to cover it up. Zeeble on the draw, and he wins it to himself. Now comes back out at the point, and it was vacant where the puck was, so Gray will play it back out of the zone. And the dumping attempt was fanned on, but now Zeeble takes it back. Zeeble just lost the puck, and there's a lot of players on both teams losing the puck a lot.
Yeah, very bouncy puck tonight.
I'm not sure if it's just a bad night or it's the ice.
Well, I mean, it might be the ice, Justin. We've seen 3 games so far today on the Slate Family Ice Arena, 2 high school games before this, and now we got a good old ACHA game.
Offside is called as the puck rolled just out of the zone before Denal could take control. 2:57 to go in the second. 4:01. OU leads BG. And a shout out to one of the officials here tonight who played on the Falcon Clubbers last year and the year before, Harrison Hall.
Very nice guy.
Mhm.
Don't want to get on the wrong side of him. I would hate to take a penalty from Harrison Hall.
He's a very, very good offensive and defensive player as well. A very physical guy, and also a awesome guy off the ice. Just all-around great guy.
That's something special about this program is I can't think of one player that I wouldn't hang out with on or off the ice. Just a great group of guys on this Bowling Green team.
2:44 to go in the second. Horvath, Papuanu, and Nishiki are the forwards. Sarnowski and Orrs are the defensemen. Face up was won back by Ripley, the OU captain. Now trying to get to it there is Scanlon. And this pass was taken off by Horvath. And now Papuanu. Drop pass over to Horvath. He moves in. And the shot pass in front was tipped away there by Coward. As that was a shot pass in front as he was looking for Nitschke. Now Papuanu will take it back in, and he's got room. And he was poked off the puck there. Great poke there from Campbell. Now Campbell trying to get to it as he lost the stick, and he's trying to kick at it. Or trying to play it, and now it's taken back over by the Bobcats as they will head on in. The back pass across, and the one-timer save made by Smalley with the glove, and he holds on the one-timer from Hayden Ripley. Exactly 2 minutes left to go here in the second period as both teams make changes. And I'm not sure if you've noticed, but this game has really slowed down.
Yeah, I know a lot. I mean, it feels like 10 years ago when Chase and all left the ice for that injury, and we've only been in the same time, or same period rather.
Now Harchi battling for it there behind the net. Now spin pass at the far corner, now back at the point. It's taken there by Fulmer. He puts it down low and he gets it back. Now he gives it to his teammate there, that's Danner. Great name, Xander Danner. Danner shot, and that one went off the crossbar, I believe, as it may have been tipped. I'm not sure if that caught the crossbar or not.
Yeah, it was very close.
That was a weird deflection.
Yeah, you only can really hear if it hits off the crossbar when that, signifying loud ding like a dinner bell.
I can't hear anything with these headphones on.
Yeah.
and that's not icing.
That should have been icing, but whatever. We can't complain about it now. We'll take it.
And I mean, like I just said, I can't hear anything. I could hear the OU coach on that non-icing call from all the way up here. He was not happy.
I mean, Luke Schuler wasn't even close to deflecting. They called it a deflection.
Now Schuler back at the point. Tiggs has it now. Tiggs throws it back down low and just past Rudo near Kerr.
So we're in the final minute of the middle frame.
Now Rudo, back pass over to Tiggs. Tiggs waits and he tried to get it on net, and it was blocked off, but he gets it back. Shoots, and it was blocked off again. Two great blocks there by Sebastian Beal.
An absolute sponge machine out there. And that's two hard shots you have to block because Nick Tiggs can absolutely rip it.
And then Beal was able to get it out to his teammate. That's Danner. Danner moves in. Almost lost it, but was able to maintain control. And now in the middle, Tamborski lost it. Tamborski, excuse me. Now throwing out, and that one goes off the ceiling, and that will stop play. 22.3 seconds to go here in the second.
Yeah, that's one of the negatives, having the flat roof in a ice arena. Most Division I ice arenas have that barn look, as the nickname barn comes from. But when this place gets loud, that ceiling is really helpful.
I was about to say, the shorter the ceiling is, the less room there is for the noise to make its way away from the crowd. So, yeah, when it gets loud in here, it gets loud. It's one of the loudest barns in the country. Now in the middle, it's loose in front, a shot off the outside of the net, off the shot from Eckers. He was looking for his second goal of the game. As that was a team who couldn't keep it in. As Calera will control for the rest of the period, and that will do it for the second, as we will jump right into the second intermission report.
And, I mean, we've seen both teams score as a 1-1 period, but Bowling Green finally get on the board, and right away they give up a goal. 4-1, you're still down to 3-0 deficit. If you're Bowling Green, you got to bounce back here because you're running out of time. There's only 20 minutes left in the scheduled hockey game. Hopefully you can force overtime in this pivotal 3-point game for the TSCHL standings. Justin, what do you think the Falcons had to do in these last 20 minutes to change their fortunes?
Well, I mean, they know what they have to do, and they're doing it. They're making great passes in the zone. They're just working it around. They're doing a great job generating chances, but they keep on getting stones. by Jake Coward. He's had a ton of unbelievable saves, um, and I mean, like, I don't know what to say really, because like they're doing everything right.
Sometimes
They're doing everything right, but they just can't seem to get the puck past the goaltender. It's 4-1. It could easily be a 4-4 game. So just keep on throwing pucks on net. Try something different, and yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to the third. I think we're going to see a big push here from the Falcons.
sometimes you just run into a hot goalie. You got to change that though. Hopefully, get a few shots on net, and we'll see what happens here. 12:56 left in this intermission. We'll be right back in a few moments for your third period. You don't want to miss this one. Still a lot of fireworks yet to happen. And we are back with the third period.
Now it's taken back over, and it could be an odd man rush, but it's broken up there by Gray. We apologize for the late start. We were about, like 1 second late.
Yeah, no, that was took a while for the teams to get on the ice, so as soon as they got on the ice, they dropped the puck immediately.
Yeah. No, they blew the horn 3 times during the intermission for the teams to come back out. And OU was the first team out, and they weren't coming on the ice.
Thinking this game's already over. Good news for the Falcons. They got 20 minutes left to change that.
Now Jaros was behind the net.
Oh, he tried to do Michigan.
Yeah, and he tried to. I'm not sure what kind of Michigan that would have been because he was on the wrong side for a lefty.
It's kind of interesting,
though.
If that would have pulled off, that would have probably been the greatest goal in hockey history.
Shot and the blocker save made there.
The behind-the-back Michigan. That would have been a new one for sure.
That was thrown back in deep. It comes over to Denal. Denal puts it in front. Zeeble was ridden off the puck and is covered up there by Coward.
Great defense by the Bobcats there, not let Zeeble get loose, because once Zeeble's loose, a very dangerous player, if we said many, many times.
Zeeble on the face-off, and he'll take it against Urker. Urker wins it back, and he's been great on face-offs. He's won almost all the face-offs that I could think of that he's taken. And Ferry's pass was blocked off. Urker threw it off of one of his teammates. Now it's clear all the way back down. And icing is called. $18:39 to go in the second. Now you were about to say something.
No, I mean Bowling Green's got to respond here. There's no more periods left after this one if you don't tie it. You got to get one in the first 5-10 minutes, and then hopefully you can get 2 in the last 15 to 10.
Now the shot by Denal, and a big save made there.
But 3
by
goals.
Coward.
3 goals in 10 minutes will be very hard.
Denal able to knock it down. Zeeble has it now. Zeeble drop pass, and he just missed Denal. Hartree's able to get to it, and he backhands one in deep. And he lets it go. Ferry trying to get to it, and he pokes it over to Denal, and he plays it back out at the point. And Tiggs couldn't keep it in. The racing after it is O'Brien, and he's got room. Moves in, and he fanned on the shot. Now behind the net. It's played. Now in front. It comes back out at the point. And a stop shot there, and a save made there by Smalley. Now at the point. A shot, and a deflection, and a big save made there off the glove of Jack Smalley. Now thrown down low, off the boards behind the net. And a collision there between Fulmer and Denal. And it's thrown out of the zone there by Tiggs. Denal racing after it. And he will get to it. Now Horvath gets control, puts it in front. It's loose there. Comes back out at the point, kept in by Sarnowski, and he plays it in deep.
Great play by Sarnowski there to keep that in and keep this Bowling Green chance alive.
And Ferry put it in front, and it was deflected. And it pops back out in the slot, and it's thrown back out. And I play back in. Was it a hand pass signal?
I think it was a hand pass, but they didn't call it. I didn't want to scream it into the mic.
I saw. Horvath brings it in. Horvath shoots, and I'm not sure what that went off of. Maybe went off the shoulder of Coward, but not sure what that hit. But that was a great shot from Horvath from a very tough angle. Horace trying to collect it. Papawandu trying to help him out. The 2 Michigan natives battling for it. Now it's taken back by OU. As they're able to bring it in deep. And the shot there, and that one went just up and over the net off the shot from Harubin. Now in the corner. Pass across, and it was tipped away by Horvath. Now at the point. A shot save made as Smalley will swallow it up and freeze it with 16:26 to go in the third. Even though the scoreboard says the second. I don't say that as often as I should.
Yeah, whatever. Our scoreboard's right. It's all that matters.
It's something to talk about. Schuler against Josephic on the draw. Schuler wins it back. But now it's taken back over now by Beal. Beal throws it back out at the point where Campbell will take control. Kimmel back over to Beal, and Beal throws it back down low towards the net, where Gray will take it. Gray gets it over to Nelson. He puts it off the boards. Rudo trying to battle for it now. Now it's taken back over. Thrown back out at the point, and the shot on there was blocked in front. Now pass across, and it went past the stick of Campbell, and now a break for it. Rudo trying to get to it. Rudeau, does he get to it? Backhander and a big save made there by Cowardis. I believe he got a piece of it. That was a weird save. I'm pretty sure I saw him get a piece of that.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. Just like, I think he just deflected it.
The puck,
So it went way right.
It looked
way
like,
left.
It looked like the puck was saved outside of the crease, but Rudeau made his way into the crease. It was weird.
Either way, it's not a goal, so we're still playing 4-1.
It was almost like an optical illusion. And a big hit there by Dubendorfer.
Golden Bull doesn't usually lay the body on the line, but there he lays the lumber.
Golden Bullet laying the lumber.
Nothing like it.
Nothing
It's
across.
like a shot out of a gun.
Ripley goes it towards the net and it's covered up by Smalley. 15-14 to go in the third. The scoreboard is throwing me off, Ben.
Well, I don't know how you got the first out of second and third period, but yeah, we'll blame the scoreboard on that one, Justin.
I need someone to blame.
15-14
I always say
left
sorry
in
for
the
not being
third
able
period.
to finish my sentences. I got to blame somebody else for that. That's just pure stupidity. I had two choices that I picked neither. Now it's thrown back in. Dubendorfer pokes at it. Calero tried to throw it towards the net, but it was blocked off. Bertzlaff throws it back around. Pass across. Hershey will take it over and try to get it out as it was deflected and thrown back in. Play back out, and now Dubendorfer will take it as he heads up the ice with Bertzlaff and Jaros as he backhands it in. Now it's thrown out. And thrown back in now by Scanlon as OU will make a change.
Smalley doing his signature move and Schuler mocking him on the bench. That was funny. Schuler did the same thing when Smalley went and did
his bird.
Wide eagle.
Yeah,
the falcon.
Falcon, yeah.
Yeah, eagle. Come on, get my head on straight.
Bertzlaff trying to get to it, and it was whacked away from him, and now Harchie will take it back into the zone. Harchie drop pass, Bertzlaff shot, save made by Coward. I don't think he saw that as he may have been screened, and he made a great save. And now Bertzlaff trying to get to it, and they'll throw it in as the Falcons will make a change and put the first line back out on the ice as Coward plays it over to Calera. Calera back to his D partner.
I watched Ronaldo lurk once OU tries to make a breakout pass.
Tien's able to get it out. He's able to stop the pass, and he takes it over. And his pass intended for Ferry went off of the skate, and now OU takes back over. As Urker brings it in, drop pass. The shot there, and I believe Smalley got a piece of it. As now Zeeble takes it. Zeeble's backhand pass was blocked off. And the drop pass was taken back over by Ferry. Ferry will throw it out in the direction of Tamborski. Tamborski gets it across over to Tien. And now Sarnowski is able to steal it and bring it back in. And a back pass was taken back over by O'Brien. Now Gray takes it, puts it off the boards. This puck back out of the zone. And then almost ran over O'Brien there, but he was just able to brace himself at the last second for the hit. Now Sarnowski trying to get to it. Play back out in the slot, a shot off the post. As Tamborski was looking for his second goal of the game, he had one on the power play back in the second. And that shot went right out the post. Now shot on here, and a deflection save made here by Smalley. Now back at the point, pass across. Tamborski has it again, and his shot got blocked out by Sarnowski, and he looks to be in a bit of discomfort after that block. Now behind the net, thrown in front, it's loose, and Sarnowski's able to clear it out. That puck rolling down the ice very, very slowly, and no icing is called.
Oh, and the OU bench is ecstatic.
I thought ecstatic meant happy.
Well, either way, they're pissed off.
They are livid down there. I mean, I don't think, like, in any game that I've broadcasted, I don't think I've seen either team's bench be this vocal in any game.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they have to.
And now Nishiki spins away, moves on in, and he was poked away, and he runs into the net.
I think he was trying to sell a tripping call there, but
I don't know
what was happening.
It was just the angle, I think, that he took.
Hope he's all right, as we've already seen one rib
I don't know if you
injury.
Have you watched Bacon Country?
I have not.
It was a guy. It was like a flying poke check in NHL. They go down and you just poke the puck out. That was like a video game move. What Coward just did, and it worked.
Yeah, whatever keeps him out of the net, I guess. We're almost down to halfway through the third period. Bowling Green needs to at least get one on the board soon.
Now
if not all three on the board.
Great pass out. It's brought in, and a shot save made by Smalley, and he could not control it at first, but he was able to cover it up and gather it. 11:42 to go in the third. OU maintains their 3-goal lead. They lead BG 4-1. It'll be Horvath against Mueller on the draw. And it's one back by OU. I don't know. I mean, I thought one of them jumped and the shot is stopped by Smalley. I keep on getting thrown off by all these weird things.
It's been a weird game.
All these weird occurrences that keep on happening. It's messing with my head.
We said that a lot so far in this season. You never know what you're going to see in these games, and this one is no different.
Yeah, everybody just stood there after the puck got dropped. Everybody just stood there as that shot got deflected up into the glass. Now it passed between the legs by Anichki over to Horvath. Now Papuanu trying to scoot out with it, and it comes over to Horvath. Now throwing all the way in. And Tiggs ran into a man there. That was Campbell. Now Horvath will take it back over, and he'll make a sharp turn back into the zone, but he was poked off the puck by two different OU Bobcats. Now a break chance here, and a shot save made by Smalley. The rebound, and another big save made by Smalley. Now it's again another great save made by Smalley. 3 big saves made by Smalley.
And that third one, I don't really think he knew it was coming.
As he made 2 great saves on Harubin. I didn't see who got the third one, but Harubin had the first 2 shots.
That third one was an old-style goalie. And Bowling Green will go to the penalty kill.
Harubin, he made his way on in. I believe Tiggs may have hooked him.
That's Nick Tiggs' second penalty of the game. 2 minutes, Bowling Green got the kill off, down by 3. Kind of need a short-handed one here, Justin, you think?
Yeah, I mean,
you run out of time.
I mean, you can think of it that way and be aggressive, which, I mean, I think you have to. Yeah, you're right. I mean, you can be as aggressive as you want. They've had their chances, and, like, every single time they've had a chance, Coward has just made a save. They've been passing the puck around tremendously. They've been getting all the chances all over the ice, but they just can't seem to find a way to get it past the OU goaltender.
Bowling Green really lucky there. They didn't get another penalty call as Schuler high-sticked the Bobcat right in the face. And he was selling it hard, and now he's perfectly fine, so maybe it was a miss, but it did look like he did high-stick him. No call there, though.
I think it meets the mood. The World Cup is currently going on.
Nothing better than an old flop.
They're trying to sell calls as that shot gets blocked off, and now comes back out at the point. And it's thrown back down low. Coward has it now.
Yeah, USA plays Netherlands tomorrow at 10 a.m. Bowling Green Eastern Standard Time.
Now pass across. Callie now in the middle. A shot, save. The rebound is cleared away. Great clearing attempt there by Kerr as he was able to clear the puck out of harm's way as it was loose in the crease. Under 10 minutes to go now in the third. BG still down by 3. They trail 4-1 against OU. And follow the game on Twitter tomorrow night as they will be taking on Ohio in Athens at 10 p.m. again tomorrow night.
Yeah, they gave us the rest of winter break off.
And that will be the last game of that we cover, or that BG has until January 13th. And that will be the Boston tournament.
Yeah, we can't wait for that.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have for that one.
We intend on having all 3 of those games broadcasted for you guys on the YouTube channel as the team will travel to Boston to play Bryant and Roger Williams.
Yeah, Boston and Rhode Island, a double state trip. First time.
I believe they're playing Bryant
Nelson
twice.
Will become home.
I believe
home tournament.
As both teams are now at full strength, and the shot is saved by Smalley, not saved made. Saved by Smalley with the glove.
Yeah, I think it's Bryant, and then someone in the middle, and then Bryant again.
It's Bryant, and then Roger Williams, and then Bryant again, and then excuse me, and then they play Adrian, and then Louisville, and then Lake Superior State, and then that's it. And then we head to the tournament.
Yeah, no, it's a quick turnaround, and then we're just straight in the TSCHL playoffs.
Only a total of 9 games left.
Yeah, after still fighting for top seeds.
Including tomorrow's game, there's 10 games left, but in the spring semester, only 9 games scheduled. Now Schutte brings it in, pass in the middle. Britzaf will get to it in the corner, and he throws it all the way around.
Bowling Green looks to make regionals
And
for the first time.
A big hit there in the corner by Schutte. The Schutte and Fulmer jostling with each other. Now Jaros banks it off the boards. And a big hit there by Schutte. And a penalty is going to be assessed to him. And then Burslaff got knocked down.
Oh, and there's another penalty.
Nick going in there.
And the ref's just going to grab him. The big boy from OU, and Jacob Dubendorfer stands up on the bench. It's going to be interference on Schutte. And are they going to send 17 off to the box too? Is they're going to let them both skate right next to each other? But have a Michigan tunnel situation.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
It's Jake Schutte. You don't see him usually throw the body, and he came out of nowhere with a blindside hit.
I mean, he had the huge hit on Fulmer in the far corner, and then he saw Beal with the puck and his back turned, and he just hammered him. I mean, I thought he caught him in the numbers. I thought it could have been a lot more dirty than it was, but I mean, he caught him in a good spot to where he only drew a 2-minute penalty.
Yeah. And you saw Adam Bertzlaff after being
great for him to get on the physical action.
And you saw Adam Bertzlaff as he got cross-checked, stand in front of the Bowling Green bench saying, "Don't go, don't go. You don't want to start a huge fight." As well as 4-on-4 hockey.
And then of course Jaros comes out of nowhere.
And now,
right
yeah,
after that.
And something happened. They're pushing Chasen all. Cole Farrell pushed Chasen all away now, and we got 4-on-3. Oh no, 4-on-4.
4-on-4. The 4 BG players on the ice right now: Tiggs, Hartcheet, Denol, and Ferry.
Just an absolute madhouse on madhouse on Mercer right now. Expect this game to get super chippy really fast. And tomorrow's game followed on Twitter.
We saw a lot of these games last year where it got super chippy. There were a lot of penalties. We haven't seen one this year yet. And a big takedown there as Hartcheet got knocked down. Now Ripley, a shot save and the rebound, and they score. And that goal was scored by Riley Scanlon.
And this could get really ugly, folks. As if you're Bowling Green, this one probably is out of reach at this point. 5-1 with 7 minutes left. You can still do it, but probably out of reach. You do not want to get someone suspended for tomorrow.
And Nitschke and Horvath will now come on the ice as the forwards, and Gray and Nelson will replace Hartcheet and Tiggs. And then face off as one back again by Ripley. He's thrown back down. Off the stick of Scanlon. Horvath has it now as he stole it away. Horvath brings it on in. Now it's taken back by OU. Scanlon moves in. He shoots, and that shot was blocked off by Gray.
It's a big day on campus of OU tomorrow as they'll play in the MAC championship for football and then have a huge ACHA matchup as these two teams will rematch tomorrow night.
They're a really, really good team in football.
We hope that's the only time we'll be cheering for them tomorrow is they'll play the team up north, University of, starts with a T, and I'm not going to say the rest of the word. We beat them in football and ACHA hockey.
And the lid offsides called. As Horvath has to go back and regroup. And a great spin move there. And the Bobcat lost the puck, and that was taken back over by Mike Campbell as both teams make changes. Papuanu and Zeeble come on now. And Gray and Nelson still on the ice.
And I was mistaken. I thought OU only had one really, really ginormous man. They got two. One's in the box and one's on the ice now.
Now Zeeble.
Both these penalties are wrapping up.
Throws it up over to Gray. Gray's backhander, and that one may have went wide. I don't believe the Coward got a piece of it. Now Kalura lost the puck to Papuanu, and now Zeeble will skate it in.
And here we go.
Zeeble, he's got room. He shoots, and a save made there by Coward, and he holds it. 5:57 to go in the third. OU with a 5-1 lead.
It seems like these refs got it under control after that melee. Still have 5:57 left, but nothing really chippy yet for a while.
Naruto tried to keep it in with the glove, but he could not as Orris plays it. And then Rudo got knocked down. It comes over to Orris. Orris pass across Sarnowski off the boards. And as he just missed Papuanu. Let's play back out of the zone. Sarnowski will get to it. And the Pennsylvania native plays it over to Orrs. Orrs will try to get it over to Zeeble, but he could not as icing is called. 5:26 left to go in the third now. I really hate that there's only 5.5 minutes left to go, and our next broadcast isn't going to be for a while. We thought the last break was a long time. This one's going to be even longer.
Oh, I know, Justin, you make me tear up. Next game is going to be on. Next, we have a three-day showdown, a triple header of weekend in Rhode Island. That's going to be really cool. I can't wait. That's Martin Luther King Day weekend, I believe.
And I've never been to Boston. I know
Me neither.
From everybody that has told me that I've been there. It's a pretty cool place, and it's weird the fact that I live only 4 hours from Boston. I've never been there. It's weird.
Well, I live 12, and I've never been there either. So I guess
I had plans to go down there last summer, and it just didn't work out. Rudo trying to battle for it in the corner now. It comes over to Schuler. Schuler back to Rudo. Rudo trying to get it back over to Schuler, but it was blocked off, but he gets it back. Now, a Michigan attempt, and that one would not go. And the drive save, and the rebound is loose in the crease. And Dubendorfer and Rudo were whacking at it, but they couldn't get it to go as Rudo got the stick knocked out of his hands as that one helicoptered up in the air.
And if you want to get these benches even more riled up than they
Rudo
are.
went for a big hit there. I don't know if you saw that. He went for a big hit there and just missed.
And if you want to get these benches more riled up than they are, attempt a Michigan. Down 5-1. This game will get chippy so fast you won't even know what hit you.
Now Harchie, pass up. Schuler backhands one in deep. Dubendorfer racing back in. And it's thrown back out of the zone. Diggs. Throws it back in. It's like hot potato.
Yeah, I think this one's just, the time's just wrapping down at this point.
Thrown out. Diggs played it in, and now a breakaway chance for, that is a Harabin. Harabin moves in, and a big save made there by Smalley. Not sure if that went off the outside of the net, but I believe Smalley got a piece of it. We couldn't tell from the angle that we're at up here.
Big save and a huge sponge by Logan Harchie, just playing to the whistle. Down 4 goals, just throwing his body on the line, and we've seen him do that.
Now a breakout pass. Kerr trying to find it, and it skates as he backhands one in deep. First half going in to go get it, as both teams are making changes. Now it's thrown back out. Nelson will get to it, and they'll spin back. 3:10 to go now here in regulation. Now played across. Bodich threw it in, and now Gray backhands one in deep. Bertzlaff in the middle, and that pass almost got through over to Schutte. And now Bertzlaff has it. He shoots, and he just fanned on the shot. Now Harabin has it. Harabin, excuse me. I don't know why I'm so tempted to say Harabin instead of Harabin.
Sometimes
I've made that mistake quite a few times.
Don't worry about it.
Now pass across, stolen away by Denal. Denal moves in. And he's knocked down there hard at the boards by two different
and here we go.
OU players, and now we got action. Oh, boy.
Jake Schutte goes down, and we got a scrum right there as the jersey's tugged. Oh, and everybody find a dance partner. It's ACHA hockey, baby.
Now Nelson will head off to the box.
As Jack Smalley is at the blue line, I thought maybe he was looking to join the show. I hope Nelson will turn around and say, not today. They're gonna call him.
And yeah, they're gonna assess the penalties here. As it looks like Joseph Fulmer will head to the box, and so will Colin Nelson.
Yeah, that was weird. Nelson went to the penalty box, then came back to the bench, then went to the penalty box.
I mean, no,
I don't mind Nelson doing that, though.
I know it's late in the game and everything, but I mean, Denal had his back turned. He was at a very dangerous spot near the boards. He got hit in the numbers, into the boards from behind by two different OU players.
You got to defend your teammates there.
Yeah, I mean, it's
And Nelson will come
it's
back
just
for
not
last,
a good look.
Yeah, both players will come back for the last 18 minutes as there's 2:18 left on the clock. We'll have 4-on-4 hockey for I can't even remember. A lot of times today, though, we've had 4-on-4 hockey.
It's been a lot. It's been at least like 4 or 5. All right, let's see if we have any more fireworks. I feel like that was the
That's the grand finale.
That was the peak, yeah. Maybe, I don't
never know.
And Jarls knocks him down hard there, and he's still running into him, and he takes him down hard there.
Oh.
I mean, that was a wrestling match.
Yeah, John Jaros. I mean, we said he's a bad man.
They're gonna call him for cross-checking.
And that probably won't go on his mom's Facebook because I think I see her filming the video. She's sitting right in front of us. John Jaros will be back with 7 seconds left in the game. As nobody likes the call up here. No shocker there as the Bowling Green Falcon goes to the penalty box.
And I don't know what the OU players are pointing at. I might be telling the ref that they haven't made a line change in a while. So 2:07 to go now in the third, huh?
Like we said, Nelson's one I understand, but that one you just can't take. That one you were headhunting.
And that one sails out of play. As it went off the stick of Gray. Sorowski, Gray, and Denol on the ice. And then Kalura, Erker, Ripley on the ice for OU. Or the forwards for OU, excuse me.
And here goes Denol.
Denol tries to chip it through, and he went up against 2 different OU players, and they did a good job defending him. Now pass across as the Bobcats look to set up. And a shot, and that may have went off the post.
I think that went off
the
inside post and went far.
That went off the inside of the post. Smalley didn't know where it was. A shot on there, and that one got blocked off by Sarnowski. And a big knockdown there in front, and a save made, point blank. And now this could be a chance as Sarnowski breaks the puck out with Denol, and he still has it. Moves in with it, stops up, and plays it in front, and that was taken back.
And Denol will throw a punch, and he'll head to the box.
Yep, I mean,
his day's done.
It's just getting out of hand now.
Yeah, Bowling Green's got to control their tempers here. Under 2 minutes left, Denol will just head to the locker rooms, unless they send him the penalty box.
I think the reason why they're going to put him in the box is because they might want to have him on the ice for the handshake line.
Oh yeah.
I think that might be. That's the only reason I can think of.
Well, if Bowling Green takes another penalty, Justin, last minute, 18 seconds, it's going to be standing room only. We got 3 cream jerseys in the box, 1 green one for the Bobcats. And there's not even enough room on the scoreboard to assess that one, but he won't play anymore.
Now pass up, Horvath races in. Heads in the far corner, spins back. Harchie all alone in front as he was giving some sick taps. They couldn't get it to him as he was pressured there by multiple Bobcats. Now 1 minute to go in regulation, and we will hop right into the post-game report once the game is over. I want to thank all you guys for tuning in. It's been a pleasure so far here this semester. A save made by Smalley there.
We'll be back next semester, Justin, back on the mics.
It's been a lot of fun. And yes, our schedule for the spring, I believe it goes like this. We play 3 games in Rhode Island, and then 2 games against Adrian, and then 2 games against Louisville, and then 2 games against Lake Superior State. And then that does it for the regular season. Now a pass across was blocked off. 18 seconds to go.
There's one Bobcat out of the boxes. I think they were supposed to release a Falcon too.
And yeah, Nelson's supposed to be out of the box now, I believe.
And here we go. He's out of the box now.
And they send out Jaros. Now breakout pass, and Jaros almost got a breakaway. And he's going to get to it. 2 seconds left. He waits, and time runs out. I don't know. I don't think I would have shot it either.
No, the game's over.
That does it for the game. OU takes the first game of the series 5-1. And I mean, like BG, they played a great first 2 periods. And third period, I mean, OU controlled most of the play, but they have to like the way they played. I mean, they just couldn't get pucks past Jacob Coward.
Yeah, he did a great job.
And you got to look to bounce back tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, it's the only thing you could do right there is bounce back tomorrow. I mean, Boeing did a great job. The only problem is every time they gave OU an advantage, OU capitalized. We've said that about
Yep.
great teams all year. Today it came to fruition. I mean, you took some silly penalties. I mean, there was 2 power play goals that makes this a 1-3 game. The other one was a cough up right in front of it. It's a 1-2 game, and then it's a very different atmosphere at a 1-2 game.
Yep.
Justin, what's your takeaways to
Well,
wrap this up?
I mean, they played a good game. OU, I mean, they just had a goaltender that was really, really sharp. When we saw Smalley make some unbelievable saves as well, but, I mean, Coward was just on his game tonight. I mean, they had to like the way they played. They played well defensively. They played well offensively. You just got to score more, and that's all I can say. It's a very frustrating thing to say, and, of course, it's obvious, but it's the only way that, like, I think we can put it is that they just have to find a way to beat Coward more than once.
Yeah, and for, as we wrap this up, I'm Ben Shanahan for my partner, Justin Chicatano. We'd like to thank you and tell you guys have a very happy holidays and a great new year, as we will be back in Rhode Island for the next one in January. For team president Adam Bertzlaff, head coach Drew Harper, head of hockey operations Tyler Doe, and everybody else that helps in our great off-ice staff. We'd like to thank you for tuning in and have a great holiday season, and we will see you next semester. Thank you guys for all tuning in this entire semester. For me and Justin, we'll see you later.
See you guys soon. Have a good night.